kids, it's me, Johnny Foxx.
And it's me, Ian Parker.
And welcome to another episode of Foxx and Hound, your new
Episode
favorite
2.
show.
Episode
Right
2.
here, live on the Instagram. Or if you're watching the sexy highlights bit on YouTube later, imagine what you've missed. Imagine what we rambled on about that didn't make the cut.
Oh, uncut. Oh, yeah, the uncut shit.
Yeah, imagine what the director's cut's like, huh?
Yeah. Oh, dear.
Let's kick off with the segment we like to call the Time Warp.
The Time Warp.
This is where I will fire up the Fox capacitor and I'll take you back to what was on the silver screen back in the day, now celebrating a sort of milestone anniversary. So we begin 1985. I'll do the math for you, kids. That's 40 mother fluffing years ago.
Some of us were born that year, for reference.
See, the Hound here was still like a blind and furless and
yeah, just whimpering about in the whelping box.
You could have seen on that big silver screen. You could have seen Teen Wolf.
Good movie.
Yeah, some people are into that. You could have seen Summer Rental.
I think I've ever seen that one.
Yeah, John Candy flick, not his finest hour.
John
Candy. It's John Candy. It's worth watching.
For me, a lot of these movies sort of kind of blend into one in my memory, kind of thing. A lot of the similar sort of jokes and everything. It's, but yeah, I was, I'm gonna have to check that one out.
You could have seen Pee-wee's Big Adventure if that's your bag.
I'm good for Pee-wee. I'm all right.
And then it's just nothing but classics from here on in. You had your choice from American Ninja.
Ooh, the first one.
Yeah,
14 years.
Yeah, I mean, by all accounts, like absolute garbage. But
oh yeah, but a cult classic garbage movie. You know what I mean? You've got to know of it. It's on everyone's radar, albeit it's way over there. But everyone should know about that movie.
You could have also seen a classic for me, Real Genius. Val.
I haven't seen that one.
Val Kilmer.
Oh, okay.
Val Kilmer. Not enough high school comedies about a giant military laser. Really not. It's a bit of a niche. I get that, but there should be more. Because Real Genius is great.
I did like Val Kilmer. Movies back in the day. I was actually watching Ghost in the Darkness last night. So it's kind of ironic that you'd say, "Oh, there's a Val Kilmer film out 40 years ago," but yeah. Nice.
Yeah. You also Weird Science.
Yes.
Classic. Certainly, if you're
great film.
a certain age when you go to see it.
One of those formative movies, I think.
Yeah, often distracted by Kelly LeBrock, people forget that it's Bill Paxton and Robert Downey Jr. are also in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
We had the OG Fright Night.
Yes, I do like that.
For most people. And we had the Return of the Living Dead, but we'll speak more of that in an episode to come.
Yes, we shall.
So, I'm going to flash forward now 10 years back to 1995, the 30th anniversary of Babe.
Babe?
Babe. God. Who doesn't like a talking pig?
Oh, man. I've not thought about Babe since probably 1995, to be fair, or late 90s at least.
It's kind of ridiculous how huge that movie actually was. If you weren't there, kids, it was a phenomenon at the time.
And to be fair, it is a good movie.
It's lovely, isn't it? It's sweet. Yeah, it's well made. There's nothing not to like about it.
Yeah, it's a good family movie. It's got some good sentiment to it. It's got some good. I'm not going to say there's any action to it or anything like that, but there's some good dynamics. We'll call it.
Yeah, with very very well
happening to other characters on the farm. Leave it at that.
To the other extreme of a nice family friendly talking pig, we had Desperado.
Ooh.
Yeah. Robert Rodriguez directed Antonio Banderas, the beginning of the Mexico trilogy, I guess.
Mariachi.
Mariachi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow, 30
So,
years.
yeah, pretty cool. And Virtuosity. Pick this one out because I want to rewatch it because I remember that I really liked it. So Denzel, good old Denzel Washington. Can you really
Hmm.
go wrong with Denzel Washington and Russell Crowe? So
Okay. What's that one called?
Virtuosity.
Virtuosity. I've not heard of that one, to be fair.
Yeah, so it's kind of your standard kind of like FBI thriller, but as you maybe guess with the title, there's a bit of like it's the '90s, so edgy, like CG, ooh, computers, ooh, the internet, this
Yeah.
kind of shit, kind of
Technology is a big
thing,
deal. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
pretty cool, pretty cool. And Mortal Kombat,
Yes. Oh, look,
which I've not
lots of
seen on the
people
big
rag on that
screen.
movie, but I think it's fantastic. I love that movie.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
missed it on the big screen at the time.
Mm.
Wouldn't mind getting the chance to do that. As naff as it is, like I say, in some people's eyes, I know it's not the big budget one we've had a few years ago, but
Mm.
I wouldn't mind seeing it on the big screen if I
Yeah.
had the chance.
Well, some cinemas are doing those sort of re-showings of old films, aren't they? So if they threw that on
Yeah,
like, one weekend, like I don't know when, like to tie it in with a game release or something, just say, hey, we're just going to show the Mortal Kombat movies.
yeah.
We'll do a day of it. Do you know what I mean? They'd make a bit of money off it. It's not going to cost them much to
Oh, I think.
show old films at cinemas, is it? So
Yeah.
it's that'd be awesome. I'd go see
13.
that.
So happy 30th anniversary, Mortal Kombat, the movie. Uh, insane. Now, I'm going to flash you forward while staying backwards another 10 years to 2005, or as we like to call it, a week last Thursday.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think back to where I was, what I was up to. Do you know, back on in that year, 2005. So I've been 20 years old. So
Yeah.
right, okay, yeah, go for it. Hit
Yeah,
me.
and your 20-year-old ass could have gone to see the Dukes of Hazzard, though I'm not sure you would.
No, I avoided it. I've seen it once since, and I didn't really care for it, to be fair.
Yeah,
But yeah, I do remember Dukes of Hazzard coming out because it was Johnny Knoxville, and
Sean William Scott,
that's the one.
and of course Burt Reynolds. I mean, almost worth the
How could you
watch to
not?
see watch Burt, but other than that,
Yeah,
if
how
that
could you
wasn't
not?
your if big Hollywood remakes of trashy 70s TV wasn't your comedy bag, then maybe the 40-year-old virgin.
I did like that movie. Yeah,
Kind of fun.
that was a good one.
Uh, or, if you were taking the kids, you could have gone to see Lilo and Stitch too. Stitch had a glitch.
I,
Or
I,
has a glitch.
to be fair, I completely forgot they even did a sequel to that. I've only seen the first one, like the original animated one,
Yeah.
maybe once or twice. I don't mind it. It's not a bad film,
No,
but
no, yeah. I like it. But
yeah, I
yeah,
would say
I don't think they'll be doing the live action sequel, to be honest. I think they'll
how's the live action version done? Has it absolutely bombed or?
it seemed to get very, very 50-50 sort of reviews, but I
Hmm,
think money wise they did all right, so they're calling it a
yeah.
win.
I suppose as long as you're in the black with it, and it's like, well, you've made some money on
Yeah.
it. As long as your investors are going to be happy and they get their return, then it's all win. It's always a win, really,
Yeah,
isn't
I
it?
mean they don't like with most of these live action remakes. It's pretty much scene for scene. They don't change a great deal or whatever. So
Yeah.
if you did, it's one of those. If you did like the animation, on the one
Hmm.
hand, maybe there's just no point watching it because you're just rewatching the same film. You may as well stick with the animation. Or well, there's nothing to dislike about it because they haven't changed anything to upset you. So
Yeah, it's
you know,
like two sides to the same coin, isn't it? It's like a good example is
yeah,
the Lion King remake. I really enjoy because I really really enjoy the original Lion King.
yeah,
That's it. And everyone said, "Oh, it's shot for shot." It's like that's fine with me. It's all right. It's just
like it.
upgraded graphics. It's next gen. It's next gen Lion King. It's still the same
Yeah,
story. It's the
yeah,
same thing. It's just next level. Because I
yeah,
think you've got to think about the demographic that Lion King was aimed at was obviously young kids at the time. Whereas that same demographic now wouldn't want to watch an old cartoon that's kind of hand drawn and sort
yeah,
of cell by cell. They'd want to watch something that's CG and looks more engaging. So I hate to say it, you've got to get with the times, and sometimes remakes work, and
Fair
they've got
point.
to.
Yeah, fair point.
I won't say that about many, but the Lion King remake, that's my defence for it.
Yeah,
I do like it.
I haven't been watching The Lion King, but I have played a bit of the Lion King game on Mega Drive.
I love that game. I've got it on the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah,
I think that and Aladdin. I think it's
Aladdin.
like a Disney
It's
double.
literally, I mean, the games, I can't remember which one comes first, but they're practically just like a reskin of each other, practically the same game.
Yeah, they are.
It's a little bit cheap on Disney's Interactive's part, but I think
I suppose
they both sold
when you look
incredibly
back at
well. I had them both.
yeah, so when you look back at that genre of not that genre, that generation of gaming, Mega Drive, early PlayStation, and 64 kind of stuff. Looking back, a lot of them were the same. They all were reskin games, and it's just had this other license slapped on it, and you like redone the sprites and everything in the background are different. It's like, oh, it's fantastic. But looking back now, it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
we don't have a clue.
My last pick. These are not every film. I'm not going to do every film that came out the whole fucking year. But my last pick for 2005 is do you like Matt Damon?
I don't mind Matt Damon. Matt Damon's all right.
Do you like Heath Ledger?
Yeah, I like Heath Ledger.
Do you want to see Matt Damon and Heath Ledger in The Brothers Grimm?
I enjoyed that movie.
It is a very good movie.
I'd be curious as to what's hitting the 10-year mark. That'd be an interesting to think these films.
Start sliding that in.
Yeah,
slide that in. There you go. See,
sweet.
Now you know. Now you already know. You want to be here for episode 3. Okay.
So,
kids, this is a segment where the Hound. We don't spend all our time sat on our asses in front of screens, big, small, and otherwise. Particularly, the Hound does like to go out and sniff out the weird and wonderful things that happen in this very weird and wonderful world that we all live in. Or he might just be making it up to take the piss out of me.
That is true. So,
what have you got for me today?
So I've got quite a bit, to be fair. So I'm probably not going to get through everything. I'll probably try and find a theme to go with. But I just want to know if you knew this, or if you ever realised it, or if you'd ever consciously thought about this. Because some of these things that I discovered, it's like, obviously when you think about it, but had you ever realised? So where do beavers live?
Where do
beavers live?
Like where they sleep, like a den.
Yeah. So if you were to find beavers out in the wild, and you find them living somewhere, what is it? What do you call it?
Would it be a nest?
Most people say that they live in dams. But I found out it's they call it a lodge, and I just thought,
of course.
When I read it again, I was like, of course it is. And it was just one of those things I was like, it just sprung to me. I thought, beaver lodges. Not heard that term like since I was a kid, like learning about animals, but it was just interesting to sort of think on that. Like, just make sure it's a lodge. They don't live in dams. They build them. They don't live there. On the animal theme for this one, did you know giraffes are 30 times more likely to get struck by lightning than we are? 30 times more likely.
Any reason for that?
Well, yeah, they're massive. They're walking like lightning attractors, aren't they? They're like what are they, 6 meters tall or whatever it is. And again, there's one of those. When I read it, I was like, well, yeah, it makes sense that they would get struck by lightning. But then it's the horrible thought of that means that they do get struck by lightning, and that's a horrible thought to think it's just a giraffe trundling along and you're more likely to get hit by lightning if you're near a giraffe. Well, the giraffe is anyway. But yeah,
have you ever seen giraffes? Have you ever been lucky enough to see 2 or 3 giraffes running?
Yes,
it's crazy, isn't it?
It's bizarre.
It's so hard to picture, but because they are the horse part of them makes perfect sense, galloping along, And
But
they're
they
a
don't gallop like
big
a horse
ass
does.
animal, right? I mean,
Yeah.
not just regardless of the neck, they're a big ass, powerful, like thoroughbred horse type animal. And so, like a herd of them. But even if it's just two or three,
Mm-hmm.
the thunderous hooves running, and then when you see them, and it's giraffes with the neck and everything, it's not as comedic as you think it'd be. It's just, well,
Oh,
not
God.
for me anyway. I was just ridiculously impressed. It was like, oh, giraffes running.
Yeah, and the funny thing about when they run, like obviously they run with straight legs. They don't
Yeah,
flex their legs like a lot of them do. They bend their spine more, which horses don't do that. Horses keep the
yeah,
spine straight and they gallop with the legs underneath. Whereas more of your canines and cats, they flex their spine a lot more, and giraffes kind of do it in the opposite way. They flick their legs up, and
yeah.
it's weird to see. But did you know that giraffes also communicate by humming to each other? Yeah,
Humming.
I again no idea about that, and I read it. I was like, oh, yeah. So another weird thing about animals, do you know what I mean? The way that they communicate, but they humming rather than any other vocalization. They hum. Um, how old do you think the oldest dog on record was?
Oldest dog.
Yeah,
Maybe 30 something.
very close. 29 and a half years old.
Ooh.
I think, if memory serves, an Australian cattle dog called Bluey, 29 and a half. What do you think about the oldest cat? How long do you reckon that one was?
Cats.
Cats can live some good innings anyway. So
Yeah. I mean, still, they said, yeah, it's still into the 30s, late 30s.
38 years. 38 years and 3 days to be precise.
Yeah.
Um,
Wow. Do we have, we have, we made up the bullshit of dog years so that we feel better when they don't make it to 29 years, when we lose them after under 10 and things like that, just
yeah.
to make it, just to feel
Mhm.
better about it ourselves.
Yeah.
Do we have cat years? Like the way we
Well,
have dog years? Do people, is that a thing?
dog years is false though, isn't it? I think
Oh, yeah. Oh,
there were some
obviously.
studies about it, and I don't think I've never heard anyone talk about cat years. They've just kind of
No.
just gone, it's just a cat. You know what I mean? But maybe that's because society kind of more, well, especially I suppose here in Britain, we're more of a dog kind of culture. That I'd say there's
Yeah.
more people that dislike cats than there are that actively dislike dogs. And like, you shouldn't dislike any animals, to be fair, but
Yeah.
I think a lot of people have always looked like, well, it's man's best friend, isn't it? So that dog years sort of sentiment, like you said, to make yourself feel better when they only live to be 7 years old, 8 years old, 9 years old. You know what I mean? Oh, it's equivalent of 50, 60, 70 years old. It does make you feel better. But I think with cats, it's just like, well, you've been employed by this cat for this many years. It's kind of a service medal
Yeah.
almost when your cat gets old. So it's like, yeah, if you did 5 years with a cat, people know that's 5 years with a cat. And they know what that entails. So yeah, but I've never known people say cat years.
No.
I would, because I think it is 7, isn't it? They said for dog years. So I don't
Yeah.
know if there is a cat years thing. If anyone knows, let us know. But
Yeah.
no, I've never heard of cat years.
Nah.
Um, did you know that technically speaking, octopi don't have tentacles?
So their tentacles are.
So scientifically, a tentacle is a limb with a suction cup at the end of it,
Yeah.
but that's not what octopus have. They have it all down. So scientifically, that isn't a tentacle. Especially when speaking about cephalopods. You know what I mean? That's what the definition of what a tentacle is. So they actually have limbs. They don't have 8 tentacles. They've just got 8 limbs. Just I know that's picky, but just something that again I found was like, oh, okay. So whenever people say how many tentacles do octopus have, you say no.
Kids, when this comes up on your pub quiz, and you win
Mm-hmm.
it now, thanks to us, right? Just remember you owe us a beer.
That's it, absolutely. Another interesting thing about animals, did you know ants don't have lungs? I'm saying they breathe through little holes in the back. I'm saying, so they don't have a respiratory system at all like we do. And the last thing I want to mention, did you know horses have more than 1 horsepower? It's genuine fact. A horse has more than 1 horsepower. There was a study done in 1993, and this horse that they tested, 24 horsepower.
Nice.
So, yeah, I mean, I never understood what they meant by horse. Like, cause you hear horsepower and things like that. It's like, I don't quite understand what it means. I know it will mean something. It'll be some ratio of torque or something like that. But when I discovered that 1 horse is more than 1 horsepower, it just made me chuckle. And it's actually 2 dozen horses is 1 horse. So.
Kids, everything you know is wrong, is what we're trying to tell you, kids.
Mm-hmm.
Why do we? Do you know? Just while we're on horses, why do we measure horses in hands? Why don't we just say feet, inches, or whatever? Why hands?
I'm baffled. I can only assume it was just some guy just went, well, I don't measure it. It had big hands, obviously. Must have had huge hands.
Incredibly touchy-feely with the hind of a horse is not something I particularly want to do.
Well, unless it's not English. Just genuinely just thinking about it, because maybe it's not derived from an English term. It's not hands, as in hands. It's something else, and it's like I'm trying to think of now. It's like a furlong.
Yeah.
I mean, no one uses that measurement. I think it's not imperial. It's not metric. It's just something else. So maybe hands was a German or Finnish something. I don't know. Stabbing in the dark here. One final thing I was like, did you know if you were to look at the moon next time it's out in the sky and you will look at it and like sort of memorize what it looks like, what the man in the moon looks like, and then you were to travel to the southern hemisphere, wait a month and do the same thing on like full moon again, the moon would be upside down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You pass the equator, so that you're looking at the North Star, you're looking at Southern Cross Island, so your whole vision of the sky is inverted. So if you were to look at the moon, it would be upside down. Supposedly it looks more like a bunny. The man in the moon looks like a bunny in the Southern Hemisphere. So yeah, did you know that?
Look at that. The bunny in the moon, kids.
Do you want another one?
Go for it. We've got time.
The largest butterfly in the world is the Queen's Alexandra's birdwing butterfly, and it's got a wingspan of 31 centimeters. Yeah,
that's a big ass butterfly.
It's gargantuan, isn't it? I mean, it's enormous. It's bigger than most birds.
That's
colossal, absolutely colossal. That. And sorry, just one last thing, because I found this funny when I found it. Most ginger cats are male. It's to do with where the ginger gene sits on I think it's the X chromosome. Yeah. So a female would have to have the ginger gene on both chromosomes for it to present itself in the phenotype. So whereas because it's carried on the X, a male only needs to have it once, and it'll it's obviously a dominant gene, not a recessive gene. So so it's all down to genotype, but obviously males are ginger cats are predominantly male.
Predominantly male. See, they say you learn something new every day. In case you didn't, you can learn about 20 things on this day to make up for it. You're good now. You're good now to the end of the week. You can quite happily learn fuck all.
You're in credit now. You're in credit.
Yeah.
The water's dry.
The water's really dry. The best half cup of water and then turned into the most like stereotypical 80s movie mafia don. You know? It's like, oh, it's the summer, it's really warm, I've got a minute at work, I better take a drink. And then all of a sudden I'm like, hey, Joey, hey, don't mess with me. You know what I've been watching? I've been watching Dan to Dan.
You've been watching what?
Dan to Dan.
Dan to Dan?
Dan da Dan. Yeah, in Dan to Dan. The dude has his penis stolen in episode 1.
The dude what?
The dude has his penis stolen.
Well, yes, until next time. We'll sort something out.
Slowly in the west. we'll bid you a fond farewell.